Here, just follow that paperwork, would you?
Here on the back side of that.
I just like saying that.
Yeah, that's right.
Makes me feel like I'm telling somebody
So
something.
everyone's 60 right here. Do your shit.
About 6 feet. Yeah. You know, the funny thing is I didn't really realize this until I got here, but as we started this whole tuning thing, I realized that at 6 feet from the paper, that actually really correlates really good to the tear that you get.
Yeah.
So if you get
it's straight off the wrist, I mean,
if you get a half-inch tear, that's about a half turn. If you get a quarter-inch tear, it's about a quarter turn. If you get a full-inch tear, it's a full revolution at 6 feet. Obviously, that'd change if you was further or closer,
Right,
but
yeah.
it's really a good mistake. But
You know, a lot of people don't know that when that thing is kicked, when it's kicked to the left, then it's actually going to go to the right. You know,
yeah, exactly.
You're going to be shooting to the right.
So, like, if you have broadheads that
and it's gonna
are shooting to the
magnify,
right of your field points, that actually means you're getting a left tear, not a right tear, because it comes out left and overcorrects and goes to the right. So if you're broadhead tuning your bow, and let's say we shot a bullet hole right here, that's up close. So the further you step back, it might be just a little bit, might need just a little correction. So if you were to do that, and you shoot at say 30 yards and your broadheads are this far off from your field points, and it's to the right, you could adjust the set because it tells you right or left tear. And when you're fine tuning, you don't have to do top and bottom. You could just do one. And you could loosen that up, do an eighth of a turn, lock it down, shoot it again. See how close it is. Yeah, because if it's cleaning that up, it's going to make that broadhead get right back over to where that field point's at. So
instead
it's
of moving,
the easiest system in the world.
Yeah, we don't move the rest anymore. We're moving we're making it right.
Well, the only reason why you would need to move the rest is if the center shot gets off because you had to move the set technology a little forward.
Right, I got you.
It's got a lot of adjustment in it. Yeah. So what happens with that is, so we're adjusting the lean to fit you, the shooter. And just because you need lean to the left and lean to the right is not wrong. It's just how you do it.
Yeah.
So you custom fit it. So when I adjust the lean on this cam to the left or the right, see how it moves that string on the stop? Yep. It's moving it one way or the other. And that's just on one end. So if I do that on both ends, it's doubling what the movement that you're seeing there.
Yeah.
So that means that it's getting your center shot out of alignment. So that's why you would need to readjust your rest if you go more than about a half turn on the set.
Okay.
So if you don't go, you know, if you're doing just a quarter turn or whatever, rest is good if you set it for center shot from the beginning. And center shot.
So really what you could do first, I guess, is paper tune it and get it as straight as you can with the rest. And then clean it up with this, really.
Well, here's the thing. So that's what I was going to say about center
rest.
shot. Yeah, setting center shot is easy because the bow has a groove right down here at the top.
Yeah, I see that.
So that groove is your center shot. If you line up,
man, that's awesome.
if you line this up with the arrow rest like that, and you line all those things up, this, that, and the arrow, move your arrow rest till those all line up. That's your center shot for this bow.
Let's see.
I don't know where it's at right now.
You can almost do it.
I don't think we ever started.
Like that, really. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but you couldn't adjust your rest off of that. I mean, it's
I don't know. You could eyeball it though.
yeah, you can get close. Absolutely.
Get close. I like that.
Like right there, you just line that up, and you can adjust that rest right there, left or right, till it's in that, till your string is in that groove with that arrow. And man, it's simple.
And then,
It's really simple. We tried to make it as absolutely simple, fast as a process as anybody could ever adjust or tune or do whatever with.
I tell you what, I don't know why nobody's thought of this already. You know, I mean, this is.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny how all that happens. You just, sometimes the light bulb just goes off.
Well, see, it's a competition right now because all bows are good, man.
Yes,
You know,
that's true.
So, I mean, to be this close together, you've got to have an edge, and that's.
The next thing about all this,
here's
here's the, to me, I'm a target shooter. Also, I hunt, I do all this stuff. But, I mean, I grew up in this industry as a professional shooter. So that's what I've done my whole life. And so we were actually designing the result. And when we saw the results we were getting with the target bow, how easy it tuned with this, how good the cam system was working in conjunction with it all those sorts of things, we were like, this has got to go in a hunting bow because this is amazing. So what
that's
you
where the
see
KURE
here,
come in. Yeah.
this is a 31 3/4 inch target bow.
Yeah.
It's really what it is because all of that over there is the same as this. If you understand this, you understand that because it all
It's
works
longer.
the same. Yeah,
It's a
that's
longer bow.
38 inch version. So that's basically what you got.
That's the spot stock bow over there. 125 yards.
I tell you what, this right here does a pretty good job at
Yeah.
120.
Well, you know the 30, the 35 was off. The 30 and the 35 was off.
Yeah. What drawing?
28.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of release you got there? It's his favorite release in the
That's the
world.
only one I can use. I like these.
Caliber. Handheld.
We're gonna give it a go. See how she shoots.
Yeah.
All right, so I got no idea where this is set because we've been adjusting them for everybody that come through. We got no idea what kind of tear you're going to get through paper. The only thing that I require on my end is you make sure you squeeze the release really good. And don't get the heck out of the book. Just get in anchor and just squeeze it. All right, so it looks worse than it is, but it's actually about ½ inch left hair.
Okay, you were
Half inch left hair.
Okay.
Point out where the flesh is.
Yeah, so when you're looking and reading a paper tear, if you'll push it all the way back out, you can see where that point hit right here. There's a circle around it almost. And the point touched right there. And then you see where the fletching went through. It just tore to the left. So that indicates you got a left hair.
Right, okay.
So
Now,
what we're going to do...
knowing that, you got it, kid?
Yep.
You watching?
So now all you're going to do, and because we're tuning, I'm not going to tighten up the lockdown screw. We just leave it loose until we get done.
Okay.
But you just loosen this lockdown screw right here on the back of the riser. And you got one on top and bottom of the bow. But we're just going to do this top right now and then we'll do the bottom. And like I was mentioning before, if we're 6 feet away from the paper, it seems to be correlating pretty well. If I read this tear, I'm going to say the shaft probably stopped right here. That's about a ½ inch left here. So we want to do a half turn and it's left. And it tells you tail left means go that direction. Whatever your paper reads, move it that direction. So
That's pretty simple
tail
right
left.
there, man. I
Yeah.
believe I can handle that one.
So we just do a half turn. About a half turn. I'm going to leave that unlocked because we're tuning. We might have to adjust again. We might miss it on the first one.
Yeah.
So again, tail right, tail left. We're getting the left tear, so we want to go like it says, tail left. Turn it about a half. Now, as I mentioned before, if you move it over a half turn, you're going to want to reset your center shot. So just so I can look and see where center shot's at, or you can look and see, take a look, see if you think that lines up really good, string and everything right down that groove. If it needs to move a little bit in, that would probably be the direction it would need to go.
A little bit in.
Okay, so let's adjust that just here. I'm going to stay somewhere in probably, I don't know, what's that look like?
Maybe no, that's pretty close. That's pretty close.
Pretty close?
Yeah. Let it reel.
Give her a whirl again, same thing, just make sure you get a good squeeze on the release. Aim up a little bit more, a little higher. You're good, just squeeze away. That's it. That looks like a bad tear, but it's not. That's a vein rip. But you push it back,
This is the way you do it. Is that crazy or what?
and that's a bullet hole.
That's cool.
Fast and easy, real painless. So,
Simple.
Now explain. Okay, say I had a different kind of bow that's got the yoke system.
yep.
The only way to tune that, the way that they're talking about tuning this, is to put it in the press, take the thing all apart,
Yep.
twist that one side,
Yep.
tighten it up to get that lean. That we're doing the same thing right here with a Allen.
Exactly. Yep.
So I mean, no more sweating and bow presses.
What I've been saying is, here's your new bow press.
Yeah.
because that's really all it
Yeah,
takes.
I mean, once you get the peep in it, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. That. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's easy.
I love it. I love it.
Fast, effective,
Smooth.
and so now at this point, if you want to shoot your broadheads, you know, you step outside, fix blades, whatever. You get out there long range. You're shooting those broadheads, and you're trying to group broadheads and fill points together. And if your fill points are to the left or to the right, if you understand how the paper tuning and how all that stuff works, you can kind of understand what direction you need to go. If your broadhead shoot to the right, you need to actually move it like you're getting a tail left.
Yeah.
So you just turn maybe the top one 1/8 of a turn, try it, see where it hits. You know, there's no real science to that. Because
Yeah, well, you're
it's a lot
fine
of
tuning. Yeah,
trial
with
and
the
error.
different broadheads, they're going to
Yeah.
be different. Yeah.
Exactly. So
But what they really do though with broadhead is all it's doing is just magnifying something that's already
yeah,
little-
bad aerofly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
So
what
the
it
fill
does.
point's doing the same thing. It's just that broadhead's catching enough air that it's actually magnifying.
Exactly.
A little bit.
Exactly.
In some
Which is
cases,
why-
a lot.
Yeah, which is why when you shoot a broadhead in the wind versus a fill point in that same
Oh,
wind,
it's a lot
you
of
miss a long ways with a broadhead versus a fill point, just because it's catching so
It's
much
catching
more
more.
wind.
Yeah, it's catching air.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's happening.
This is the only bow though, man. I can't believe that they finally come up with something that, you know, that the customer can do out there in the field.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can do right on the
this-
shooting
You
line,
can do this on the
practicing.
tailgate of the truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
You ready to get one, ain't
I'm
you?
ready to get one. I can't wait. You see, it's Alabama rut right now, dude. We fix to go home and start blistering stuff.
Nice.
It's got to happen.
Heck yeah.
Plus pigs.
Plus hogs.
Yeah.
We're eat up with hogs.
That's perfect.
All right, dude. Dude, that was awesome.
Awesome, man.